Morning, Robin. Can you think of a recent occasion when you have either been encouraged by something someone else has done for you, or you have been an encouragement to someone else?
Well, good morning, Steve, and good morning to everybody else who's watching this. I think the first thing to say is that encouragement is crucial. We all need it, and the Bible does say that we should encourage one another. And it's about putting heart into one another. That's the core bit of the word, for those who remember their French from school. But the usual Greek word used in the New Testament has at its root meaning the idea of calling to one's side. So it's a more relational thing. It's about letting each other know that what they have done has helped, and that they should keep going and keep investing energy and time into what they do. And when we do that, we build relationships with each other and learn to love one another better than we do. As a retired minister, I don't get as much preaching time as I used to get when I had to prepare sermons and studies on a weekly basis. That means I don't get the sort of feedback with the sort of regularity that I used to get. But one of the greatest blessings of the preaching and teaching role is when someone says, and it may be months or even years later, that what I said had helped them. And that's what preaching is really for, and it's encouraging when it happens. I'm not interested in sort of empty praise that some people like to give, almost for the sake of saying something. Maybe they feel they just need to say something, even if it's not that sincere. But you become able to gauge the value of criticism, positive or negative, when you know you can trust whoever it is that's speaking to you. And like I said, when we encourage, it builds relationships, so we can be more and more confident that the feedback, whether it was positive or negative, was given from a heart of love, and that person only wants to build us up and see that what we were doing prospers and improves. A couple of times recently when I was speaking here at Barnwell and at other churches, virtually I should say, people have encouraged me by saying that my preaching has helped them. That's even more gratifying when I've had to touch on some of the more controversial aspects of Christian belief, and they have said that that helped them. Not that I deliberately choose controversial topics, you understand, but often scripture does throw up tricky issues that I don't think we should ignore and which need to be faced head on. I suppose it's also worth saying that as a general principle, we should encourage our preachers, even if we don't always agree with them. Some feedback is always better than none, and even when the comments we receive are not always positive, it's still good to be challenged. If I'm talking rubbish, I need to know about it. None of us is perfect, and not least those of us who seek to hold forth the word of truth. Lead by example, I would say, so let me encourage you to encourage.